Good morning. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. So now we will start doing that part which we had left in carbon compounds, which is functional group part, and then I will start with a revision of light. So before that, let us understand. We talked about two parts in a functional group. We said any organic compound has two parts. One which is called as the alkyl group and other which is called as the functional group. Functional group determines the chemical properties of organic compound and alkyl group always determines the physical properties of carbon compounds. We studied hydrocarbons as saturated if they have single bond, unsaturated if they have double and triple bond. Fine. Then we studied functional group as OH. This is the functional group of alcohol. It is called as what? Alkanol. Okay. Then we studied CHO. This is called as aldehyde. And it is called as what? In IUPAC, it is called as alkanal. Today, we will study two more functional groups, that is carboxylic acid and ketone. So again, any organic compound has functional group. What is functional group? An atom or group of atoms which determines the chemical properties of organic compound or carbon compound is called as functional group. Single bond is the functional group of saturated hydrocarbon. Double and triple bond are functional groups of unsaturated hydrocarbons. Single bonds in IUPAC are called what? Alkane. Double bond is called what? Alkene. Triple bond is called what? Alkyne. If I have a functional group OH, it is called alcohol and named as alkanol. If I have a functional group CHO, it is called aldehyde and it is named as alkanal. Prajwal. Last page. And it goes better. Exam barala. Fine. Now next, the last part of it. So we will have to study what? The next functional group, which is ketone. Please write along ketone. Okay. This is an important part if you want to continue with science further. If you don't want to continue with science, I am just teaching extra. Extra means it's a part of your syllabus, but it has been deleted. So it is important to learn, but not to read for your exam. Okay. Ketones have a functional group C double bond O. Ketones have a functional group C double bond O. So how do we write it as? We write it as RCO R. This side also R, this side also R. So we write it as what? RCOR. Functional group is what? C double bond O. Correct? Now, how are they named? In IUPAC, ketones are named as remove the E, add ONE. Remove the E and add ONE. So what will be called as? Alkanone. Ketone ONE add maldudi. Alkanone. Is it clear what I wrote? So the ketones have a functional group C double bond O. They are written as RCOR. They are named in IUPAC. Full form you know. International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Ketones are named as what? Alkanone. Okay. Now you know what are homologous series? Homologous series are a series of compounds. So we'll write our series of ketones. So first ketone, because it is RCOR. Our first ketone is CH3, CO, CH3. This can also be written as CH3, C double bond O, CH3. First member. Okay. It is very, very important. Girls use it every week. How many days you change the color of your nail polish? I don't wear. Somebody who wears, I don't know. So what is it called as? This is called as acetone. Common name is acetone. What is acetone? It is a nail polish remover in common use. Okay, this is acetone or nail polish remover. But now let us go back to our IUPAC logic. If there is one carbon atom, prefix added is meth. 2 eth. 3 prop. 4 but. 5 pen. 6 hex. 7 hep. 8 oct. 9 non. 10 dec. Okay, so here how many carbon atoms are present? 1, 2, 3. So this will be called as what? Propanone. Because 3 carbon atom, prefix added is prop. Matte helkodta idini 1 carbon meth, 2 eth, 3 prop, 4 but, 5 pent, 6 hex, 7 hep, 8 oct, 9 non, and 10 dec. This is the prefix, first part of the word. Suffix is what? O-N-E. So it becomes what? Propanone. Clear? Now the next one. CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. How many carbon totally? 4. What will be the name? Butanone. Please write. No common name. You don't have to study. So you write it as what? Butanone. Okay. Now next one. CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH2, CH3. What is it called? How many carbon atoms? 5. So called as what? Pentanone. Very. So called as what? Pentanone. So clear? Alcohols are named as alkanol, aldehydes are named as alkanal, ketones are named as alkanone. All 3 clear? Alcohols, alkanol, aldehydes, alkanal, ketones, alkanone. Now we will talk about the next class of organic compound, which is called carboxylic acid. Which is called what? Carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid are organic acids. First point, they are all organic acids. And second point, they are weak acids. They are all what? They are weak acids. They are not very strong. If I say they are weak acids means they partially dissociate. They do not dissociate. They partially dissociate. They partially dissociate. That means what? They give less number of H plus ions. Less number of H plus ions in solution. They give less number of H plus ions in solution. Is it clear? So these are called as what acids? Carboxylic acids. Their functional group is COOH. Their functional group is what? COOH. How do we arrange so that the 4 valencies of carbon are satisfied? C, double bond O, single bond O, single bond H. This is carboxylic acid. How do you write them? You write them as C double bond O, single bond O, single bond H. Clear? Now, how are they named in IUPAC? In IUPAC, IUPAC. Let me first write for ketones. This is ketone and it is called what? Alkanone. Now for acid, it is COOH. This is acids or carboxylic acid, and they are elastable. They are named as what? Alkanoic acid. Carboxylic acids are named as what? They are named as alkanoic acids. Okay? So now we will write the homologous part. I hope it is clear that carboxylic acids are organic acids, they are weak acids, they partially dissociate and they give less number of H plus ions in solution. They turn which litmus to which litmus? Blue litmus, red. Remember I have taught you bar. What does bar mean? Acids turn blue litmus, red. So always acids turn blue litmus, red. Now how to name them? Let us talk about, I think we studied even in acids, the beautiful acid which is called HCOOH. What is it called as? The acid which is obtained from red ants. Formic acid. Good. So it is called as what? Formic acid. How many carbon atom it has? So called as what acid? Methanoic acid. Methanoic acid. Okay. Now the next one, CH3COOH. This is called as what acid? Common name, acetic acid. And how many carbon atom? 2. So called as what? Ethanoic acid. Fine. Add CH2 to it. CH3CH2COOH. How many carbon atom? 3. So called as what? Propanoic acid. Okay? Learn till here enough because you don't have this for your exams. So you should know how to name an acid and its functional group. Clear? Now the last of the functional groups in your table, please take out the table to page number. Where is coming on page? Please take out your tape to page number 68 in my old book. New book also 68, Nodipa. I have taught you triple bond, taught alkynes, double bond, alkene, carboxylic acid, alkanoic acid I taught, ketones taught, aldehyde taught, alcohol taught. Now only what I have to teach? Halogens. Okay. So the last of the functional group. The last of the functional groups are called halogens. The last of the functional group, please write halogens. Okay, halogens basically are represented as X. Right? Halogens are represented as X. And what does halogens include? They include Cl, Br and I. You know what do we mean by Cl? Chlorine, Br, bromine, I, iodine. So we are mainly looking at Cl, Br and I. Now immediately you should ask, why not F? Because F is a part of halogens, no? Group 17th of periodic table. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. We do not take fluorine because fluorine, due to its small size and very high electronegativity, forms explosive mixtures. Clear? So halogens are F include madala. Because of small size and high electronegativity, it forms explosive mixtures. So how do we write? We will taking all the three examples. First one, CH3Cl. Second one, CH3CH2Br. Third, CH3CH2CH2I. We'll take these three examples. Okay. Now, how are they named? They are named as haloalkane. They are named in IUPAC as haloalkane. Okay. So now, which halogen are we using? Chloro. So halo becomes what? Chloro. How many carbon atom? One. So what will be the name? Chloromethane. Which halogen are we using in the second one? Bromine. So it will become what? Bromo. Now what? Two carbon atom? Ethane. Bromoethane. Good. Now, ineno. Iodo. How many carbon atom? 3. So, iodopropane. Iodopropane. Okay, so this finishes our carbon compounds leftover part also. Right? Now, I think I'll start with life process and a little light. Stop and then restart.